I'm an impatient person, people. I'm very impatient. I hate construction. Like, construction is one of the things I hate the most because you be in a rush, you trying to make it to the office, you got a doctor's appointment, you just went to a fast food restaurant, picked up some takeout, you trying to hurry up and get home before your fries and stuff get cold, and then you run to construction. And the construction's at a standstill. Then you got to deal with these crazy flaggers who they're trying to wave you into one lane, like, hey, the right lane is ending, you got to merge to the left lane, you got to deal with them. Then people are not moving, or they're moving really slow. And then it seems like construction never ends. It seems like they've been working on the same road for like 3 years, or this highway for 3 years. Then you got to do something crazy, like you got to merge to the left lane, then you got to make a U-turn, then you got to turn and detour this way, then go that way, just to get back to the main road, to get to your crib or get to the office or wherever you're trying to go. And by the time you get there, your fries is cold or you're late to your appointment, all because it's doing construction. Like, yo, it annoys me to no end. Construction annoys me. Then you got these flaggers these flaggers are a mess. I know, they make a decent living, so they're doing it, but then they stand there holding the signs, and they try to wave you up. I'm like, yo, I need to turn right here. Nah, you can't turn there. Or they got the truck that stands in your way. The point is, I hate construction, all right? I hate construction. Don't judge me, though, people. Don't judge me for being impatient. I know I got to have patience, but God haven't finished with me yet. God's not done with me yet. He's still working on me, okay? He's still doing construction on my life. He's still doing construction on me. So don't judge me, people. But I feel the same way about you. Because don't you hate construction too? You hate construction too. Don't lie to me. Just hear me out. Be real. You don't like construction. But you don't like a different type of construction, see? You don't like construction that's done in your life. Think about this. You sitting there, been dating this guy for 3 years, and you wonder why he haven't married you yet, and you get frustrated with it. You don't have patience with him. He hasn't asked you to marry yet. Maybe he's still playing Nintendo, haven't found a decent job yet, haven't grown up from running and hanging out with the boys all night. You deal with that woman and she likes going to the club every weekend where friends there, staying home with you, watching Netflix and chill. You are frustrated right now with your children because you got grown children who got yet to grow up yet. And you frustrated with them right now. I'm not talking about the little kids, people. I'm talking about your grown children. Some of us got some grown children out here who you frustrated with, like, yo, when are you going to grow up? Right now, you frustrated right now with your mom, your dad right now because you feel like they haven't grown up yet. At some point in your life right now, you're frustrated with something. You're frustrated with a relationship. You're frustrated with a job, and you don't understand something. It's construction that you're frustrated with. Because, see, those people that you're frustrated with are under construction. Oh, you ain't hearing me, though. You ain't feeling me. Check this out. Peep this. They're under construction, people. Meaning that there's still work being done on them. They're still growing and being groomed into what they need to be. See, I get frustrated with that road that's blocking my destination and slowing me down. But see, that road is being made to be smoother pavement. Because we all pray for a smoother ride. We pray for a smooth road, smooth transition to where we're trying to go. We don't want to deal with the bumps and bruises. We don't want to deal with potholes and stuff. But we also don't want to take the time to allow those potholes to be fixed, for that road to be smoothed out. We don't want that pavement to be smoothed out. We don't have the patience. We're impatient with the work it takes to get that road smoothed out. So when we in relationships, we want a smooth relationship where everything goes correctly. Everything moves at a good pace. And a lot of times we get into a relationship with people who are under construction. But whose fault is that? Is it yours or theirs? Because you're impatient with that person. Similar to me being impatient, we're impatient in these situations. See, I'm the one missed the sign, this huge billboard that said, November 20th, construction is going to start on this stretch of this road and won't end for 3 months. I ignored that sign. I passed through that sign every single day. Then I ignored the sign that said that the right lane's ending, merge the left lane. So I ignored the sign. Now I'm stuck in the right lane trying to get over, getting frustrated because I'm at a standstill because I'm the one who waited to the last second to try to get over to the left lane because I ignored that sign. I ignored the signs and got stuck in traffic because, see, if I didn't ignore the signs, then I would give myself more time to make it to the office. I was prepared when I was leaving from getting takeout to take a different route to get home so my french fries didn't get cold. But see, I ignored the signs, people. The signs. There's signs everywhere, and I ignored them because I was so in a rush to get where I was trying to go, and I was so motivated to get where I was trying to go that I ignored all the signs. And that's what you do. That's what we do. Okay? And we become impatient with people because we ignore the signs. Because, see, when you're dating that guy, when you first start dating that guy, you ignore the signs that told you like, yo, one day I may be marriage material, but right now I'm still under construction. I'm still about 3, 4, maybe 5 years away from being marriage material. You ignore the signs from that woman. You know, you want to date this woman. She's a beautiful woman, you know, very nice. But you ignore the signs that said, I'm still in that space in my life where I'm still club hopping. I want to hang out with my friends, get drunk. I'm at that stage in my life, and I'm not really ready to settle down, be the housewife, taking care of the kids, you know, baking cookies for the bake sale. I'm not at that stage in my life yet. We ignore the signs. We ignore the signs when we got grown children who not ready to move out the house yet and not ready to take on responsibility on their own. We ignore the signs. When we're dealing with people, there's signs everywhere that's giving us, warning us of what's to come. And see, we're moving at a fast pace because we're so motivated to get where we're trying to go that we're now trying to push these people to move at a fast pace. See, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to get real with you. Today, I'm going to be so honest with you, so real with you people. I made so many mistakes in my life with trying to make people be ready when I'm ready. I tried to make construction finish when I felt like it should be finished because I needed to be done now. I needed that road to be paved now. I need that person to be on the same level as me right now, not 2, 3 years from now. I need you to be there now. I'm telling you, I'm guilty, people. I'm very guilty of that. Ignoring all the signs of this person telling me, yeah, I'm not ready yet. I'm not at that stage yet, but I ignored those signs. I'm like, yo, you have to be there. Because similar to that road, I'm trying to make it home, my fries, I don't want them to get cold, people. Going back to the fries, takeout. Going back to that. See, I want them to finish this construction on this road quicker. Like, yo, you got to finish this bridge quicker. You got to finish this road quick. I know y'all said y'all need 3 months, but I need y'all to get it done like tonight. In the next hour. Next 5 minutes. I need y'all to get this done. And they're like, yo, but it takes 3 months to get this done properly so this road will be smooth when you ride down it. You don't want to feel no bumps, no bruises, no potholes. You don't want, your car don't want no damage. We don't want to damage your car. You said you want a smooth ride. You've been praying for a smooth ride. You've been asking for a smooth ride. You've been asking for a smooth road. You want to just cruise on that road. But now you're rushing me to get this road done quicker than I need to. See, it's not going to be smooth. See, now it's going to be issues. See, you ain't giving me a chance to let the cement, the concrete to truly harden. You ain't giving it time to cool off. The asphalt to cool off. You ain't giving it time to truly do its job. So when you speed me to get done, say I got nothing the next 5 minutes, I just lay this asphalt and the steam still coming up. It's still soft. And you drive in there, now your car's stuck in the asphalt and you can't move, sir. So I understand you're impatient, but I need you to slow down. We told you it takes 3 months because it takes 3 months. It's going to take some time to make this road smooth for you. But see, I'm impatient. So like that road right there with people, I want you to move as fast as I'm moving. I need you to get done because I got a destination. I got a place to try to go. So I need you to get done. And I'm ignoring the signs of telling you, like, yo, not only can I not move that fast, I shouldn't move that fast. We ignore those signs, people. We're impatient. That's where to go. You got somewhere to go. You got something you're trying to do. So you're trying to get married because you know you're getting older. You know you need to, you pushing your 30s now. You may be pushing your 40s. Like, yo, you know, I need to have some kids now. I might not be able to have kids. With my ladies, like, yo, I need to have some kids. You know, you got to get moving, bro. You got to get moving. You need to put a ring on it. You know, I need to buy a house. I want to be able to pay off my house and retire and live in my house. You know, you trying to do some things. So you need that man to put that Xbox controller down and get to work. You know, you need him to move a little faster. Go get that good job, man. Chip out there. My fellas, you know, you trying to get a woman on your arm, so when you in those big meetings, when you got to go to those parties where you chilling with the governor or CEO for a company, you need that woman not out at the party that night, but right there on your arm, ready to be the woman you need her to be. You need her to show her presence. But see, she looking at you like, yo, I understand you need that right now, and I know you in a rush because the CEO was already calling you like, yo, bring your wife to dinner, but see, I want to hang out with my friends still. I'm not ready. And we get mad at those people because they're still under construction. We have people that sit in church, and I got guests coming up real soon, and we're going to talk about this. We have people who want people to be in church and want people to kick drug addiction when we ready to. We got people who want their grown children to be responsible because they want to. And I understand, you want your children to get the hell out your house. Look, I've been dealing with you for the last 20 years. It's time for you to get the hell out of my house. I want to walk around my house naked. I want to sit here and cook. I don't want to keep wondering who ate my shrimp fried rice and who ate the last piece of bacon or left only a swallow of orange juice in my container. I want to be able to drink out the container, so I need you to get the hell out of my house. A lot of time our children are not ready for responsibility, and we try to rush them out the house, not knowing that they're not ready for the world that they're in. Next thing you know, your kids calling you up like, hey, mom, hey, dad, need to borrow $25, I can't pay my electric bill. Need to borrow $250. You're like, pay some $250. A lot of times we rush construction, people. We rush people construction because we don't pay attention to the signs. Now, a lot of times we put a lot of our energy and work into building somebody up to being what we want them to be. We build them up, We lay the foundation down. But the foundation already was laid down, okay? The foundation laid down from the parents. Maybe it wasn't a good foundation. So we tear up that foundation, we rip it up, then we start drilling, then we start laying a new foundation down. Then we start building that house up, we build that person up, we're doing construction. We take time, because some of us are patient, we patiently building that person up, at least we think we are. But then we become impatient when that person is not living in that house and treating that house as he should. And then time gets up and the impatience starts to kick in more, and then we finally say, you got to get the hell out of my house, sir. Miss, you got to get the hell out of my house. We kick them out, and then a year or two from now, they go find somebody else. You run across this person now. This dude got the shirt and tie, all suited and booted, haircut, looking all nice, driving a nice car. Finally got his crap together. And now you got a new woman on his arm. You look at him like, yo, I didn't sit here and shined you up and everything, spent all this time wasting on you. Now look at you. I did all this for another chick to have you. You do the same thing for a female. You patient with her. She going to the club, when she come home from the club, you holding her hair when she throwing up in the toilet and everything. But then you get tired. You can't deal with it too much longer. And kick her to the curb. Next 2 years come along, then you see the same woman with a new baby, new husband. The perfect housewife, but you couldn't wait for it, could you? You didn't understand that person was under construction. And that level of patience needs to be had for people. Because see, not everybody's on your level. Not everybody is on your terms and ready to be you. And we are so conditioned to try to fix somebody, to make somebody be what we want to do. We want to speed up the construction process so that they're ready to be who we want to be, what we need them to be, so much quicker. We're so busy worrying about focusing on building and speeding up their construction process that we miss something. Hold on, because we miss a bigger sign, because we talked about it. I missed the signs when I was driving down that road. I missed the signs. And we miss a sign when we're driving down that road trying to speed up somebody else's construction process, trying to build somebody else up to be what we need them or want them to be. We miss a very important sign, people. Me included. I told you. This is just as much about me as it's you. We all in this one together. We miss that important sign that tells us you need a little bit of construction on your damn self. Oh, you weren't ready for that, was you? You weren't ready for that. You need a little construction on yourself. Because see, we just become so judgmental and so worried about this other person catching up to us that we don't realize, hold on. You're missing the sign. You just rolled past the sign that said, you need to start construction on you. We miss that sign and we forget that construction is still being done on us. God ain't finished with you yet. We're still working. So I'll give you an example, because I know the construction thing going way over your head right now when you're talking about you need construction on yourself. Think about this for a second. Let me put it in perspective, all right? So all my people who pray, all my Christians, and I don't want to hear y'all saying y'all don't pray, cool. If y'all don't pray, we'll get to you in a second. Let's focus on people that pray. For all people that pray, you go lay down every night, you pray, say your prayers, get up every morning, say your prayers. In the middle of the day, you kneel down on your knees, say your prayers, dear Lord, help me. Please remove this person, this ignorant person out of my life, God. I know you're doing construction, you're not done with them yet, Lord, but please remove this person out of my life because they're getting on my goddamn last nerve. They ate the last of my son's fruit snacks, my daughter's fruit snacks. They left a swallow with orange juice in there. I can't take it no more, Lord Jesus. I just bought that bacon yesterday and they ate all the bacon. And this is my only day off, Lord Jesus. And they ate all the bacon. They ain't got no more eggs. And now I got to go to the store. They won't even go to the store. Remove them out of my life, Lord. Remove this ignorant person out of my life. You start telling God, you start praying to God, you say, God, please remove this toxic person out of my house. But don't be specific. You just say, remove all the demons and the bad spirits out of my house, God. Remove the ignorance out of my house, God. Remove the bad spirits out. You start praying for that. Here's the funny thing. Catch it here. Wait for it. Because this is the funniest thing happen. You pray for all that. You pray, God, remove this ignorant person out of my life. Remove this ignorant person out of my life, out of my house. Remove the ignorance out of my house, God. You don't say person. You say remove the ignorance out of my house. You say remove the bad spirit out of my house, God. And you know what happens? You praying for that. Here's what it's talking about. When you don't listen to signs and don't recognize that construction needs to be done in your life, you realize that no, you wake up one morning, you packing your own stuff, moving out your own goddamn house, don't understand why. God, I pray for you to move the bad spirit out of my house, God. I didn't tell you move me out of my house, God. I said move the bad spirit out of my house, God. I told you to move that ignorant person out of my house, God. I didn't tell you move me out, but guess you did. That's what you did. You prayed yourself out of the house because you were so ignorant and so impatient that you didn't see the signs that a lot of times that you're looking to fix the problem is really you. You're the one under construction. It's not them. You're under construction. A lot of times you're the issue. I'm the issue. We're the issue. But I know some of y'all don't pray. I know some of y'all don't believe in God. Some of y'all don't pray. Cool. Y'all don't believe in God. Y'all need to get on board with that. But okay, I'm not judging you. It's a judgment-free zone. All right? So some of y'all choose to burn sage. You know what sage is? Y'all buy that little thing, sage wrapped around. Y'all light it. Y'all got the smoke, and y'all run through the house. They're with the sage, and they're getting all the bad spirits out your house. You're getting all these bad spirits, all the evilness out your house. All negativity. You have to get the heck out your house. But once again, you're not clear what you're praying for, people. Not being clear with you, they're saging out because then you realize, like, why the hell am I slowly getting pushed out my own house? What's dragging me out of my house? And you don't know why you're being dragged out your own house. You don't realize you were saging trying to get these bad spirits out your house, and you realize next thing you know, you leaving your house. You was a bad spirit. You was a negativity. You was it. And you know why? Because you was under construction. Your mind was still under construction. God wasn't done with you yet. You needed some building. Your road wasn't finished yet. But see, you were so motivated to get to where you was trying to go. You was so inspired and you were so committed to getting where you're trying to go that you didn't realize, see, some point you forced your construction on your road to not finish. And though they laid the asphalt down on your road, you didn't give it enough time to dry so that you could drive across it so it continued to be a smooth road. See, what happened was it was still wet. It was still a little gushy and like mud, and when you drove in it, your car just stalled out in it, then your tires got stuck in it, and you had standstill and don't wonder why you had standstill, and you blaming Tom or Lisa for your standstill when really is you are the reason you had to stand still. I don't think y'all hearing me right now, people. I told you I had to turn the camera on me. Turn the camera back on me. I had to recognize that I was the person who was causing standstill in my life. I got to a point where I was blaming everybody else in my life for me being at standstill. Blaming everybody else in my life for why I wasn't moving forward. Made every single excuse. Because see, how it happened was I need this person to do this, and then that person do that. I need this to happen and that to happen for me to move forward. And then one day, when I was praying, God spoke to me and said, yo, I'm doing construction on you. I ain't tell you worry about what this person doing, what that person doing. They ain't stopping your progress. You stopping your progress. You sitting here making excuses for why you're not moving forward. When the reality is, you need to finish your road so there's a smooth transition. So the construction is completed so you can continue down this road without any detours. You have to finish the construction on your road. Instead, you sitting here blaming the flagger or the people doing their work. You need to look at yourself and ask yourself, what are you doing? You sitting here talking about, I'm stuck in traffic. You ain't stuck in traffic. See, you ain't not only didn't pay attention to the signs, you ain't pay attention to the fact there is no cars around you. There's no cars in front of you, and there's no cars behind you. There's a bunch of people sitting there staring at you, shaking their head, and you starting to wonder why as you awaken from this fog that you was in. Then you get out your car, and you realize your car is stuck in the asphalt that hadn't finished drying yet because you was in such a rush that you ignored the signs that told you to stop. Please do not proceed. Please do not go any further. And you continue to drive. Now you stuck in asphalt, and you can't move. But you were so worried about everybody else doing their damn job. You were so impatient with people, with the progress that other people were trying to make. You were so motivated to reach your destination, to make sure you got home, the cold, the fries getting cold, that you ignored the sign that told you to go on a detour to go around. Because see, some of y'all right now, some of y'all in relationship with people, and going back to these relationships, y'all in relationship with people who are not even 5 years away from it. Not even 2, not 3. Man, they 20, 30 years. Matter of fact, Those roads ain't gonna get completed anytime soon. So somebody, God's telling you, like, yo, take a detour around this person. Now, this construction site you trying to roll through, you don't even need to wait for this construction to complete. It's gonna take a long time for this one. It's gonna take this is a 30-year project right here. You need to take a detour around because yes, I have somewhere for you to go. You have a destination. You have an appointment to make it to. You have some important things to do. Take a detour around this person because you need to find the person in the right road that's correct for you. So a lot of times we sitting there stuck in traffic. We stuck at a construction site not because we are impatient and not waiting for the person to get finished, but sometimes this person is not, or this project is not going to get done in time for us to do the things we need to do. So we need to get off this road, take a detour. It may take a little longer, but get to this person who's truly there for us. We have to pay attention to the signs, though, people. We got to pay attention to the signs where this person is telling us, I'm not ready to be a husband material. I'm not ready to be wife material. I'm not ready to sit here and take on the goals and things that you need. I'm not ready to be a partner, a life partner for you. So you need to take a detour and find that person for you instead of waiting for me to get finished and your fries get cold or you get to your appointment late. You ain't hearing me, though, people. Shout out to all my parents right now trying to take on grown adults. You probably wonder, well, what are you trying to say to me, Alan? Are you trying to tell me that I need to sit here and keep letting my grown adults sit and live in my house, keep coughing up money for that electric bill, the cable bill? They keep quitting jobs. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sit here and keep dealing with that? No. You're not supposed to deal with that. See, because similar to the situation, you're not recognizing the signs that are being put in front of you. See, you're so ignorant to the fact because you look, I'm trying to rush and get you the hell out of my house. I need to sit here and walk around my house naked. I need to open that refrigerator door and know that my Chinese food, my fast food from last night is still in there. I don't want to sit here and reach for my orange juice and it only got a gulp because you ain't have the courtesy at least just finish your orange juice off or have the courtesy at least go buy some more. You just left me a half a gulp. It ain't even a gulp. It's a swallow. It's spit in there because you were drinking out of it and left your spit for me. You don't want that person out your house. But you ignored all the signs that were telling you, like, yo, there's a detour. This construction site is going to take years, so you need to take a detour off this. So what you need to do, people? What do you need to do with these grown adults? Well, let me tell you something. This is the hardest thing you ever going to do. Hardest advice I'm ever going to give you. Hardest advice ever was given to me. Hardest advice for me ever to take. Sometimes you got to let your grown adults, the grown family member, even though they tell you they ain't ready, y'all gonna fall on their ass. Pardon my French, people. I know some of y'all out there I'm like cussing, but I gotta give it to you straight, gotta give it to you real. You gotta let them fall on their ass. Let them see that they're not bald. You're not gonna just pick them up, and it's not gonna be easy for them to bounce up. They gotta learn to get up on their own. And as long as you sit there and keep feeding them and keep taking care of them and letting them drink your orange juice down to that last gulp and leave them spit behind for you, letting them eat your bacon and your eggs, and when you off on you get your one day off, you try to go make yourself a good breakfast, but they didn't already ate it up. If you continue that behavior, then their next construction site will never be completed. It will never be completed. You gotta let them fall. And I know it hurts you as a parent. I'm a parent of 2 boys. I understand. My boy's young. Couldn't imagine, my boys needing me and they calling for me like, Dad, yo, I need this, I need that, and I just don't give it to them. It hurts. It hurts to say no. But understand sometimes I gotta let you see what life has for you, and I gotta teach you to stand on your own too. I gotta teach you to be a man, not just for yourself, but for your future wife. I gotta teach you to be a man. And I gotta teach you to be able to rely on yourself and not rely on other people, because we all know that you can't rely on people. People are gonna disappoint you. Let me tell you something. People are gonna disappoint you. That's a guarantee. That's like death and taxes. That's a guarantee in life that people are going to disappoint you. So you gotta prepare your children for life outside. Sometimes you gotta tell your children, like, look, give me a deadline on, when this project when we get done. Give you a deadline when you gotta be out of this house. You gotta get your own. You gotta be strict on that deadline. You gotta be real with people. Sometimes you gotta give them harsh deadlines on things, because see, if not, that construction process may last 10, 20, 30, hell, 40 more years. And you never get that chance to walk around your house naked. Never be able to open your refrigerator door and the orange juice that you left is still there. Your bacon and eggs are still there. Your wallet may always be a little light because you keep taking care of your family. At some point, you got to let your grown adults become adults. Teach them what it's like to be adults. Force them to grow up. Force them to finish that construction project that they started. And I know that God's not done with them yet. And I'm not telling you when they move out of your house that they're going to be completely independent and never need anything and they're never going to have issues, because we all do. Hell, I'm a grown adult, living on my own for umpteen years, bought my own house, Did a lot of amazing things, but guess what? I still got a lot going to do. God ain't done with me yet. And when I thought that the construction on my life was done, then I look back and say, God damn, man, I was still immature. Like, God damn, I thought when I hit 25, I finally got it. I had the world all figured out. Then I realized, looking back at 30, like, yeah, God wasn't done with me yet. But at 30, I got this thing all figured out. But now that I'm 38, I'm looking back at, God darn, at 30, I thought I had this thing all figured out. But I'm realizing, God ain't finished with me yet. That he's still doing construction on my life, and I'm still growing. And I'm sure when I hit 40 and 50, I'm going to still be looking at myself like, God ain't done with me yet. And I don't want him to be done with me, because, see, as long as God's and the construction is being performed on my life, it means that I'm growing, I'm becoming better, and that I'm still alive. A lot of us want smooth roads, we want smooth transitions to get to where we're trying to get to. But we're not patient with allowing those roads to be created and made smooth. A lot of us want smooth transitions and want speedy transitions, but we don't pay attention to the fact that there's a sign telling you how long this construction is going to take. And that if this doesn't fit in your time period, what you're trying to do, because I get it, and I'm not judging you because you have a certain time frame that you're trying to get to things. Listen, I got goals and I have expiration dates on my goals and my dreams. I do. I'm not going to hold you. I got expiration dates. So listen, if you can't meet those goals and can keep up with me, I get it, that God's still doing construction on you, there's getting construction on your life. But that just means to me, okay, I need to just make a U-turn, take that detour to find the person who's going to be willing to do the work and be ready to continue on the road that I'm trying to go on to help me to get to the destination I'm trying to get to. And a lot of you, if you are not ready to sit here and wait for someone who's still having construction done on their lives, you need to take a U-turn, hit that detour, and find someone who's ready to get you to that transition. I get it. It's going to take a little bit more time. You got to backtrack a little bit. You got to take a few steps back. But taking a few steps back may save you 15, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 years of your life. It may save some time and help you get to the destination. And when you're at that destination, you're not sitting there with frustration, impatient, waiting for somebody that you don't know because you ignored the signs that was telling you how long it's going to take you to get there. Sometimes I deal with mothers and fathers, we look at them like, yo, at some point we expect you to grow up and be that mother and father in our lives, and we expect you to be that person who guides us and to show us the correct direction we go. We expect our parents to be our GPS to let us know like how to avoid those construction sites, to find the proper detours and the best routes to get to our destination. But sometimes our parents are still under construction as well, people. Sometimes our parents are still under construction as well. Sometimes their GPSs have not been updated. So they're not giving us the proper information to teach us and to show us how to get to the destination we need to get to. So sometimes we can't rely on those GPSs and we got to go old school on people. I'm ready to show some old school stuff. And a lot of y'all know nothing about this right here. Yeah, y'all know nothing about this. Y'all know nothing about these maps. You got to pull up those maps to find out the proper location and destination and the proper road you need to take to get to your destination, because the GPSs are not always reliable. Sometimes GPS will send you off a cliff, send you out into the woods, send you to a destination you ain't meant to go. I remember one time, I'll tell you this real quick because I know I'm running out of time. I remember one time I took a GPS, I was trying to get to the store, do some Christmas shopping. It took me to somebody's house and said to the store I was supposed to go to. I'm like, why do you take me to a house? I said the store. It wasn't no stores around. It took me to a goddamn neighborhood. I had to go old school on people. I had to use old noggin here, strongest muscle in my body, in my brain, to figure out how to get there. The point I'm saying to you people is, sometimes you have to make the hard choices to choose whether you want to sit here at a construction site and be patient and wait till this construction to be finished to create that smooth road to transition to get to where you're trying to go, or do you need to take a detour, people, to find the person and find the route that's best for you to get to your destination quicker. You got to make decisions, people. You also have to look at yourself when you're sitting there praying, when you're sitting there burning sage. You have to just look at yourself and make sure you're clear on what you're praying for. Be clear what you're there burning sage for, because you might be asking yourself to be removed out of your own situation, be removed out of your own life, be removed out of the job. You're sitting there praying that the bad people and the bad spirits and negativity leave the job, and before you know it, you're the one giving walking papers. So be careful and be very detail oriented when you're sitting there praying, when you're sitting there burning sage, that you know exactly what you're praying for, what you're burning sage for. I know I went over my time, people, and I apologize, but I have to give this message to you. Be patient if you're waiting for the construction site to finish, because that road that you asked to be smooth, that person that you asked to be polished, it's going to take time for them to build. Be aware of the signs that's telling you and directing you of which way to go, how long this construction site is going to take to be cleaned up. More importantly, pay attention to the sign that's telling you that construction is still needed in your life. I want to thank you for joining me for another episode of Past the Present Podcast. As usual, hit me up, Facebook, Past Present, Instagram, Alan the Great. Like, comment, smash that like button. This whole channel and my podcast is still under construction, so please be patient with it, all right? Still in construction. But smash that like button, hit the comment button. Let me know what you think about today's episode. Share this episode, share all videos. Go back and check out some old videos. I tell you all the time, people, I'm going somewhere with this. Trust me. These episodes are going somewhere. We're preparing for the end of the year. All of this is coordinating for something big at the end. Be patient. Stay tuned. Stay watching. I'm not going to lead you astray. I want to thank you for watching again. And until next time I see you, people, I only got one thing left to say to you. Stay tuned. Peace.